sorry. I can't play that. But what I can do is talk about that. You probably know the track, and you probably know the band, and we probably either love or hate the band. But here's the deal. That band, U2, is a master of using a certain effect. And I would dare to say that they would sound nothing like themselves, would have never really been popular, and would have never really been interesting if not for the effect called delay. It's pretty unarguable that the first ever audible hearing of delay was probably some guy or gal on a mountainside or in a canyon yelling to another guy or gal saying, "Hey, I'm over here," and they hear, "Hey, I'm over here." And that probably lasted for at least 2 to 3 hours. If I had been the first person to hear myself echo, I would have just kept doing it over and over. I would have drove everyone crazy. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about how do we as guitar players have these boxes at our feet that create space that is not actually there? How do we have all these tools called echo, delay, and even reverb? How do we have this? Where did it come from? And how did the technology grow through the years? Hey guys, here's Jim, our FedEx guy.
That you may or may not be happy to see.
Jim!
How you doing, my friend? Am I going to be on your website now? Yeah, but
That's Jim, and true story, Jim, high five.
high five.
Jim got an award one year at our Christmas party.
I got an award 2 years.
What was the award?
One was Little Cup of Sunshine.
Because he's a little cup of sunshine.
And number 2 is the employee that we can't afford to hire or something along those lines.
That's true. One day I'm going to hire him. Time out. Explain. Another FedEx truck.
See, that one says FedEx Express. This truck says FedEx Ground.
Is there like a rivalry?
There is no rivalry. I believe in peace and brotherhood.
Okay.
And let me just add this one more thing. With age comes wisdom. It just seems that some people don't age very well.
There you go. That's a Jimism. Hey guys, got a package in the mail. Let's open it up. From Brian Lorenson, Quiet Theory, Nashville, Tennessee. So Brian is an old friend of mine, and he's in one of my favorite bands, Copeland. I met him at a Copeland show a lot of years ago. I don't remember when. He contacted me about a year ago, and he said he had this pedal idea and asked for some advice. I connected him with a friend of mine who does some of that stuff and helps things get going. He's helped me a good bit, and this is the result. Josh, thanks again for your help. I hope you dig it. Brian. Even the card's killer. Okay. Box is hot. Prelude, Soundworks, Quiet Theory, 000163. It has like an embossed Quiet Theory logo on the box. All right, we got a card. Thank you for becoming part of the Quiet Theory community. The back is an info card. This is really nicely done. Uh-oh, a patch. Now I want patches. A pin and a gravity pick. He's just making me look bad now. A sticker sheet. He's adding insult to injury now. This is one of the best presentations opening a pedal I've ever had. Okay, I've seen people do bags, but this is a bag. This is like a swanky, nice bag. And the pedal looks phenomenal. So excited to dig into this, and I think it's fitting, talking about delay, that his pedal showed up this week. Quiet Theory Prelude, mix, decay, time, feedback, and another mix. Thanks, Brian. So I grew up with an older brother, and he was always listening to U2 October, U2 War, U2 Unforgettable Fire, U2 Joshua Tree, and U2 Achtung Baby. I had no clue what I was really hearing. I just always remember going, this music sounds really different than other things that my parents listened to. Now in hindsight, I know what it was. And the more that I played and wanted to sound like my heroes, Jimi Hendrix for instance, I would listen to Red House. I'd try to learn that solo. What was the thing his guitar was doing? Was he that good? Yeah, he was that good, but what was that thing that I couldn't do? All along the Watchtower, the lead breaks, what was making his guitar sound like a superhero or something? What was it? Well, I learned it was delay, and I could look back over U2, Hendrix, I could look at Pearl Jam, I could look at Pink Floyd, I could look at all my guitar heroes and sum it into one effect that I didn't have, and then I finally got it. So my girlfriend bought it for me, the Danelectro Dan Echo. That girlfriend, I broke up with her a week after she gave me this pedal, and she ripped up tickets to see Pearl Jam at the Pyramid in Memphis, right in front of my face, threw them on the ground. That's another story for another time, but I think I got the good end of the deal because we broke up, but I got a delay pedal, and now I have a pedal company, and I like to think that even though I didn't get to see Pearl Jam, and I haven't still, which is sad, I ended up with a delay pedal. Let's talk about delay. So where did delay become a thing electronically? Well, I think it was telephone lines, and there's a problem with that. Number one is delay on a telephone line is not useful, and they didn't want it. Number two is that even though it's copper wire, and copper wire is super fast conducting, it still took 300 million meters, I said that correctly, of wire for 1 second of delay time. And if we did the math really quickly, which I'm bad at math, I'm still pretty sure that's the largest delay pedal you'd ever see. Pretty sure. So where did it become a musically useful thing that made us want to use delay? The 1920s is the answer. And it goes from there, from a thing called tape delay. So people are recording with tape, and then they learned, let's make a copy of our track, splice it in, and play the notes. So let's go da, and then have another reel right behind it, da, 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 da. You just splice the tape, place it how far away you want it, and that is tape delay. So in Sun Records, Memphis, I think this is really where it becomes a thing. You have Sam Phillips, this iconic guy at Sun. You have Scotty Moore on guitar, and you're tracking Elvis, and you hear It's All Right Mama. What would that track be without Slapback? 200 milliseconds of tape echo, Scotty Moore chugging away these rockabilly riffs. That is the creation of guitar delay, and that's where it really started to matter. Let's go check out some tape delay units. We have some original Echo Plexes, a couple bizarre ones. So we got Space Echo, the Multi Echo, Maestro EP3, Korg Stage Echo. Down here, got a few more of these. Let's take a look. So this guy, probably seen or heard of these or seen the branding, but this is what it was. You put this on your amp and you went to town with it. If you unscrew this, you have tape inside, and as you play, it records, plays it back over a tape head, just like an old cassette. My favorite is this guy, so let's play it. There's nothing like a good slap tape echo. Let's extend the timeout. Let's give more mix, more repeat. Uh-oh. Let's add some verb in. This particular unit has multi-heads. So I'm on head 1. Let's add head 3 to 1. So it's da 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 da. I think you get the idea. So if you can't afford one of those vintage, expensive, or really weird tape machines I just played, there's some really good pedal options. One is the Danelectro Real Echo. Real Echo, you get it? Our Pink Panther has a tape simulation mode on it. Robert Keeley's Mag Echo is probably my favorite small pedal tape simulation. Catalinbread, Belle, Epoch, super famous, well known for tape delay because it's really great. So where does delay go from tape? It goes a few places, but in 1969, Philips Research invented the BVD chipset, the Bucket Brigade device. Little charge packets from transistors and capacitors. They delay the signal from one part to the other. And this is a milestone for guitar effects. I'm holding the MN3005 here. You see this in old Memory Man. You see it in old DM2s. It's a stinking awesome chip. And what's awesome about it is tape has this sound that is, it's like this high-end roll-off, this flat sound. But then this comes along and it has a severe high-end loss. It's super warm. And you can do these crazy things like turn the feedback up, max out the mix, and it runs away, and it's like this endless flowing sound. We had the big Panther delay, analog with tap tempo. We have the Cub, now the Cub V2, analog with tap. Here's some classics. DOD 585. The ever so famous Diamond Memory Lane 2. This is arguably, probably is the first ever analog with tap tempo. Which the Cub followed in its steps. Here's an old KMD analog, a AD80 by Ibanez. So you've seen the TS808. Well, this is the TS-AD8. I like a pedal with a good power cable because it means you could die. Analog Delay 680 DOD Bucket Brigade. The Memory Man. There's nothing else I have to say. George Tripp's, the Aqua Puss Analog Delay. Here's another power cable, because maybe I didn't die the first pedal that I had, so I wanted to use this. I bought this at a yard sale for $5. Sounds really good. I know this is depressing, and I'm not gonna like try to pull all these out, but I have a whole lot of DM2s. Because DM2s are good for you. They're really good. Part of a balanced breakfast. So in a summary, we have tape delay, then we go to solid state Bucket Brigade delay, analog, then we go to digital. Digital delays. This guy, the DDL, is a digital delay. The Boss DSD2 digital sampler. The DD2 1984, the first ever digital compact pedal. The Power Series DPL10 pan delay by Ibanez. Here's another Power DML10 modulation delay. This one goes da 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 da. Do you like that? Then there's a delay 3 DDL20 Empress Effects. This is a killer digital delay. This is where people start adding in presets and such. Memory Lane Jr., not really as known, but crazy expensive reverse delay, the back talk. John Cusack Tappa delay. John doesn't get enough credit because he's a mad genius, but this pedal's really amazing. He was the first person to ever put tap tempo on tremolo. Friends at Earthquaker, this is one of theirs, the Afterneath. It's like a verb delay, very digital. And then Felipe, my good friend, the Kilobyte. Then you have this other bracket, which is like pedals that do a bunch of stuff with tons of presets. This is an H9. I left my other one at home. Yes, this is gold plated and I'm really scared to throw it, so I'm gonna hand it over. DD20, this is my favorite programmable delay ever. Kind of a do-it-all. And the DL4, where would we be without that? And now we live in this world where we have all of that, and we have digital emulating analog backwards and tape backwards. Really fascinating time, and there are loads of guitar pedals to check out. Today's record is brought to you by the great year of 1984. It is U2's Unforgettable Fire. So U2's previous records up until this were done by Steve Lillywhite, and U2 wanted to experiment and do something different, so they hired the right guy for the job, Brian Eno, and he brought along his friend Daniel Lanois. And if you listen to this, you need to realize this is 1984, and the guitars that you hear and the production that you hear and all the ambience and things, it wasn't very common. So if you've heard this, go listen to it again. If you haven't heard it, then go listen to it. And remember, there was no Radiohead yet. There wasn't big ambient stuff. There wasn't electronica. This is very, very, very cool for the time, and it still holds up today. Great songs. You've heard songs like Pride in the Name of Love, but you may not have heard a sort of Homecoming or Bad or Indian Summer Sky. These songs are really incredible, super cool to listen to. So here's what I need you to do in the comments below. I want you to leave me your absolute favorite guitar song where a delay pedal or a delay effect is prominent. Put the name of the artist, put the name of the song, because I really want to hear it. Thanks for watching this video about delay and where it came from. I think we can all agree at this point it did not come from aliens, although I think we really don't know, and we can just agree on that. That'll be enough. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want notifications from our amazing channel, hit the bell. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, it'll definitely make you a better person. So have a great day and leave some comments and questions about delay. I look forward to seeing them, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the JHS vlog. There is a delay I didn't mention, and it came after tape and before Bucket Brigade, and it was called the oil can delay. Well, I don't have an oil can delay, but I do have a small oil can. It's not really useful for guitar, but people make pedals, like Nick Greer has a really great oil can delay. Oil can delay. All right, we're done. That was great.